welcome back to the Baseball Paradise Podcast. I'm your boy, Master Dami, and today we are breaking down the American League East. One of the better divisions, I would say, in baseball. Not the best. That's the next and the last division breakdown. But still, nonetheless, a good division to break down. The American League East, won by the Rays last year. They were the best team in the American League. Ended up going to the World Series, losing, and kind of give up their two of their best pitchers. So, kind of weird, but Yankees came in second. Kind of another disappointing year if you're a Yankee fan. Really, getting a exit in the ALDS, like, and everyone's waiting for that World Series. Everyone expecting them to make the World Series, and to see a team from your division make the World Series, it kind of sucks, especially when everyone has you as the favorites to be in the World Series, to win the World Series. If I'm not mistaken, the Yankees were the favorites alongside the Dodgers last year to win the World Series. So to not even get past the ALDS is very disappointing. But better teams in there. Then in third place, the Baby Blue Jays, like I like to call them. Great team. Fun team to watch. And they only got better, which is amazing. And then in fourth place, surprisingly, was the Orioles. Young team. One of those teams in a few years is going to be exciting to watch. Top prospects, waiting for Adley Rutschman. And then in last place were the Red Sox. Added some new guys. See how that plays out. We'll see how it. They got my boy, your boy, our boy, Kike Hernandez. So we'll see how that works out. But that was kind of the standings: Rays, Yankees, Blue Jays, O's, Red Sox. So now for 2021, my projections, my breakdown. At number 5, the Baltimore Orioles. One of the projections out there has them like 0% to make the playoffs. I see why. Not expanded playoffs. There's no 8th seed. There's no 8 teams anymore on each league. So, young team, right? They get Trey Mancini back. Great, right? It's a young team. Freddie Galvis is in there. Kind of like a veteran presence, but like everyone else really is just like young. Cedric Mullins, young. Ryan Mountcastle, young. Anthony Santander, young. Like they're just a very young team, which like I would say in like 2 or 3 years, kind of like the Baby Jays, give them a couple years, add some vets, add some pitching in there, they're gonna be solid, John Means, Dean Creamer, Keegan Aiken, King Felix is gonna play for the Orioles. Matt Harvey, maybe they can bring some veteran pitching. Who knows? Maybe they get some juice. They have some still left in the tank to maybe make them competitive. Who knows? I don't know. I don't think they'll be very competitive this year, but hey, we'll see. They got a nice little farm system there in Baltimore, so in the near future, I think Baltimore is going to be pretty good, maybe in the next 5 years. We'll see. And then at number 4, the team that was in last place, the Red Sox, again, brought some guys over. Kike Hernandez, got rid of guys. Jackie Bradley Jr.'s gone. Andrew Benintendi's gone. But it's kind of like one of those teams. Alex Cora expects them to compete. But I mean, every coach is going to say that. But I mean, if you look like at the team and the differences between like their World Series team, like a lot of the guys, like I mean, they can still be scrappy competitive. Like Kike Hernandez is going to be an everyday guy. So we'll see how that works out. Everyone used to seeing him as this super utility, coming off the bench, yada yada. Verdugo's looking like he's going to be the center fielder. JD Martinez at DH. Bogarts is still there. Devers is still there. Christian Vasquez, a good catcher. And then they brought Hunter Renfroe. We'll see how that works out. Franchi Cordero. And then Bobby Dalbec. We'll see how these guys play out. Pitching rotation, I don't know. We'll see. Eduardo Rodriguez is there. Nathan Uvalde, Garrett Richards, Martin Perez, Nick Pavetta, and then Matt Barnes looking like he's going to be the back end guy of that bullpen. But I don't know. You know, we look at the, let's see, the Red Sox 2018 lineup, right? And kind of like, it's one of those. I mean, you have, I mean, obviously guys like Brock Holt were there. You bring in sliding Kike Hernandez instead. I think I'd prefer to have Kike Hernandez. They had vets, you know, Mitch Moreland was there and stuff. But you got younger guys. You got Christian Vasquez is back. The outfield is completely different. Who knows? Xander Bogaerts is still there. Rafael Devers still there. So, I mean, besides the outfield, really, everything else kind of is almost the same there, right? Not too sure about Chris Sale, if he's and his I think they're expecting him to pitch at some point. I don't know. We'll see. A little bit older now, 31 years old. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Chris Sale. Hopefully he can pitch this year. Hopefully. I don't know what the timetable is on that, coming off the injury and stuff. But we'll see how that works out. Maybe, hopefully, he comes back at a time where they need him to pitch ace-like, and he pitches ace-like, and they find a way into the playoffs. Who knows? Really, I don't think there's really many options here to win this division. Go into the third place team. Surprisingly, I think people might be like, wait, this team just made the World Series. I know. But they lost some guys. And the Rays are my team that I think is going to finish in third this year. Bring back pretty much the same lineup. Austin Meadows, Brandon Lowe, Randy Arozarena. Is he the real deal? We'll see. Can he win Rookie of the Year? We'll see. G-Man Choi, Joey Wendell, Willie Adames, Kevin Kiermaier, Mike Zunino, and then Manuel Margot. So, like, the lineup, kind of feel how I feel like in the World Series when I'm watching as a Dodger fan. Not too scared. Not too afraid of what this lineup can do. Hunter Renfroe's gone. Other guys, like, I don't know. I'm just not, there's, like, nothing about this lineup, like, jumps at me and just kind of, like, puts fear into my eyes, really. I mean, maybe G-Man Choi, maybe, but, like, everything else is kind of, like, maybe a Arozarena if he can really, like, pick up where he left off in October, like, you know. But, like, nothing really, like, jumps out at me, like, oh, my gosh, like, the race team is, like, is going to do it again, you know. Like, maybe wild card, like, they're scrappy. The Rays organization always finds a way to be competitive, always finds a way to win. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make the wild card. I just feel like they took a step back, really. Getting rid of Blake Snell, getting rid of Charlie Morton. I feel like this team took a big step back. Those are two really key arms. Bullpen is still amazing, so who knows? Maybe that'll be the key, right? They brought back Glasnow, solid pitcher, leading the way. Ryan Yarbrough is pretty solid lefty. And they bring in Michael Wacha, vet. Can he bounce back? Had a few rough years. Rich Hill, who didn't really, I don't know if he was very effective with Minnesota, so we'll see how that plays out now in Tampa Bay. And then they bring back an old friend, Chris Archer. See, maybe he can find his stuff back in Tampa Bay. I don't know. I don't think so. Like I said, bullpen, I don't know really who the closer is. Last year, it kind of just seemed like whoever was hot was going to throw in the ninth inning, and they were just finding ways to win ball games. Might change it up this year a little bit, knowing that like it's not 60 games now; it's 162, so you have to stretch it out a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. But Rays, third place. Not saying they won't make the playoffs, but I do believe they might be the third team. And then in second, my the team that I think is going to come in second, but I'm rooting for them to win the division because they're just going to be a fun team to watch. And that's the Baby Jays, the Blue Jays, young guys. I mean, these guys, they have a lot of their young guys are the sons of legends of Craig Biggio's son, Kevin, Vladdy Jr., Bo Bichette. These guys are all MLB like these kids grew up watching their dads playing the MLB. And then you add in Teoscar Hernandez, if he can stay healthy, great bat. You add George Springer into your lineup. You add Marcus Semien and then these guys that are already scrappy. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Rowdy Tellez, Danny Jansen, like solid lineup. I think honestly, scrappy, solid lineup. Vladdy Jr.'s looking fit. I think this Blue Jays team really could make a run at the division. Unfortunately, their closer, Kirby Yates, it's looking like he's going to be out for the season. We'll see. If he is, that's a big blow. But the rotation's pretty solid, I would say. I mean, you have Hyun-Jin Ryu at the top, who's pitched like an ace the last few years. Nate Pearson is a young pitcher who I think is not bad at all. And then you have Robbie Ray, who's had solid years. Same with Steven Matz, who's had solid years. Not what they expected from him in the Mets, but solid years. Maybe he turns it around in Toronto. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. And then you have Tanner Roark and looking at that 5 spot. It's not bad guys to have in the back end of your rotation. So I really think that the Blue Jays can really make a push for this division. Push to make the wild card, make the playoffs, and make it exciting, right? And then the number one team, the team that's pretty much the favorite year in and year out, the Yankees. Pretty much the same lineup. They brought Brett Gardner back, but I think they're flipping. I think Clint Frazier is going to be the everyday guy. DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Aaron Hicks, Stanton, Luke Voigt, Gleyber Torres, Gary Sanchez, Clint Frazier, Gio Urshela. I mean, the same lineup basically. Same team. Why wouldn't you expect anything less? If they were the favorites last year to win the division and the World Series, why not? And they added some guys, lost some guys. I mean, they're bringing Garrett Cole back. They added Corey Kluber. Hopefully, that injury wasn't too big or serious. They bring in Jameson Taillon, Jordan Montgomery, and Davy Garcia. And you still got Chapman and some of those key bullpen arms. I think the Yankees should win the division this year. They're built for it. It's the pedigree, really. And, yeah. And that's my projections, my breakdown for the American League East. Do you think the Yankees are the odds-on favorites? Do the Rays still have some in the tank after letting go of some guys? Or is that kind of, did they kind of sell themselves? And do you think the Blue Jays can pull it off? Can they win the division? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether you're listening on SoundCloud or watching on YouTube. Thank you all for watching and listening. Peace.